James Logan Boyles was born in Pewtown, later named New Cumberland, West Virginia, on January 7, 1935. He was the 14th child of a typical Irish family, whose parents were immigrants from Ireland. His house was ever filled with activity, and there would always be a large family dinner every Sunday. This gave him a slight sense of claustrophobia, as it was just too much for him. His mother was a schoolteacher and a pianist, and his father was a mathematician. They passed away in a car accident when he was 16 years old. James was an all-star athlete for New Cumberland. He was a left-handed pitcher, quarterback, and a center for basketball. He still holds records to this day for baseball and basketball. James went on to study accounting at Lexington with an athletic scholarship, but decided that he didn't like college after a term. James then married Thelma before signing up for the Army during the Vietnam War. He was placed in the 7th Infantry Association nicknamed the Cotton Balers, and served in an outpost in Germany. While there, James met Elvis and his wife Priscilla in a bar. After his Army stay, James decided to remain in Germany as an MP for 4 years. Returning to America, James unknowingly brought with him tuberculosis and infected his young daughter Jamie. James also fell ill and was bedridden in the VA hospital for a year, while Jamie passed away and was buried. This made him feel guilty for the rest of his life, and his wife, Thelma, blamed him for her death. James had 4 more children in the town of Weirton and played baseball for the VFW Association. He eventually tried out as a pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals and had his pitch clocked at 99 miles per hour, but ended up working at Weirton Steel for over 30 years. James began living in a separate house from his wife in 1976, but stayed married for his children until they had all grown up. He made sure to keep a strong presence in his children's lives and always acted like a good father. He was a role model for many, including his grandchildren. James was diagnosed with kidney cancer in 1998. After going through treatment, the cancer went into remission and James decided to travel. He went to Ireland multiple times and visited Germany, Canada, and London. He was in the process of finding a permanent home in Ireland when his cancer resurfaced in November of 2001. James had a second near-death experience during a colonoscopy, and his son died to a heart attack while he was recovering. This was the second child that he had lost, and it made him feel guilty that he had lived while his son and daughter had died. About 6 months before his death, he remarried to a woman named Heidi, and lived in a small house near to his children. In 2002, his kidney cancer had matured into lung and bone cancer, and claimed his life on June 3rd at the age of 67. James was a strong man, always there for those who needed him whenever he could be. He will be remembered as a role model, a loving father, and a spoiling grandfather.